Welcome back to Wembley Stadium, the second home of Wigan Athletic. This week on Latics Player, we've been catching up with some of the key people ahead of Wigan Athletic v Arsenal. But first, we're going to see if we can take a look inside. Welcome to the dressing room here at Wembley Stadium. This is the fourth time Wigan Athletic have been in this very dressing room. The FA Cup semi-final last year, the FA Cup final, the Community Shield, and hopefully it'll bring them some good luck tomorrow for the FA Cup semi-final once again. It's absolutely huge in here. There's all sorts, there's everything the players will need. There's recuperation, rest facilities, there's ice baths, there's plunge pools, there's absolutely everything. They've even got a room the size of a five-a-side football pitch to warm up in, have a little bit of a kickabout if they want to. For the staff, there's also a huge area. They've got separate changing room, they've got a place they can lounge around before the game, they can talk tactics, they can get everything they want sorted. And we're here, sat at James Perch's peg. He's been talking to us on Latics Player. He was saying in the last round at Manchester City in the quarter-final, he didn't really expect his name to be one of the heroes.
It was funny really, because me and Barney were talking about it. He always says, I haven't scored this season and this, that, the other. And I said, I've scored more than him in my career and all this. And he said, you'll end up scoring an important goal for us. And luckily that was the one I scored against Man City.
And it came about because, I mean, the gaffer said previously and recently as well that he wants you to get forward more, and that's what happened. Perfect.
It is, yeah. The thing is, when he wants me to go forward, he wants me to get back twice as quick. So it is killing me. He does want me to do a lot of hard work, but when he says get forward, I like getting forward, and like the ball came across, and obviously the rest is history, as they say.
This is the tunnel area at Wembley Stadium, where you've seen many famous faces lead their sides out, lead them out to glory, and tomorrow afternoon Emerson Boyce could be doing exactly the same. Earlier this week we caught up with him at the training ground to talk about how he's fronting the Believe campaign.
Yeah, for me personally, it's a great honour. It shows how far the club's gone as a Wigan player to be fronting the Believe campaign. You know, some great names up there and great pictures, and you know, for me to be at the front of it, it's you know, a fantastic honour for me, and it shows you how much the town's gone behind the club and the football, and yeah, hopefully it continue.
It's great to see that there's been so much kicked up about getting the semi-final again. That the buzz is incredible around the town.
Yeah, we experienced it last year regarding the buzz and everything, and it's the same as this year as well. You know, people come out, stop you down the street and tell you, you know, making us proud again. And as a player, that's what you want to hear. You know, you want to give something back to the community, and making Wigan as a whole recognise the achievement that the football team's doing. For me, it's a great honour, and hopefully we can raise more awareness, and you know, we've got some great talent coming out of Wigan as a whole.
This is where the Wigan Athletic fans will be on Saturday afternoon, hoping that their side can get into another FA Cup final. And here in the Royal Box is where Mr Whelan will be sat with the other dignitaries, watching Uwe Rosler and his team from high above. And we caught up with Uwe Rosler at Mains Park, where he took his press duties this week.
Everybody told us that from the beginning it's not possible to have a very good FA Cup run and getting into the playoffs. So so far we was utilising the squad to the maximum, and that got us there where we are now. We catched up a lot of points in a very short of time to be in the playoffs in the beginning of April. What was surprising even me, that we had been there already in the beginning of April, and we are in the semi-finals of the FA Cup, and everybody in our squad had contributed to that run, because without utilising the squad to the maximum, we wouldn't be in here today.
With the League, Europa League and domestic cup competitions, this is Latics' 55th game of the season, and they've continued to surprise people at every turn. None more so, of course, than in the last round against Manchester City at the Etihad Stadium. And earlier this week we caught up with Paul Jewell, who said you can never write the club off.
Winning the FA Cup last year, going to Everton, winning 3-0, playing fabulously well, beating City in a final when no one gave them a chance. Going to City this year, you wouldn't write off Wigan beating Arsenal. I mean, I think everyone knows it's going to be a difficult game. Excuse me. And on paper, player for player, Arsenal have got good players, but they're not going through a great time at the minute. And Wigan are full of confidence. And again, in a way, it's a bit of a good bonus game, because the main focus for Wigan is getting back in the Premier League, and this game on Saturday, sorry, will be almost a bit of a less pressure for Wigan than there is Arsenal. You would never have said that at one time.
So that's all from our whistle-stop tour of Wembley Stadium. One more sleep to go until Wigan Athletic take on Arsenal. We hope you have a safe journey down, and we'll see you at the home of football.